My name is Josh Adams from SIT with Adams Surveying. We're a land surveying firm based out of Dallas, Texas. We do handle all forms of commercial land surveying, from original boundary surveys, design topographic surveys, construction layout, and the final as-built surveys. Today we're out in Weston, Texas, doing a creek topo out here for one of our projects. We're doing an RV park up here. We want to make sure that whenever any water comes through, rain, drainage, etc., that we can put it in the creek behind us or find another alternative option for ourselves. So we're going to take it from the road. We're going to take this all the way down, getting this entire tree line here, trying to follow that creek as best we can. For today, we're looking at about one crew. They're going to cover roughly 60 acres of vegetated creek area. We're going to follow the creek all the way from up where the road is, traveling north around the bend of the property. One crew should be able to handle this in about a day for the design topo portion of this. We will run a few cross-section lines through here manually to verify all the data. Traditionally, doing a creek such as the one behind us here, we'd be looking with a total station trying to traverse through. Any cross-section would be incorporated with a natural ground shot, a top of bank shot. Depending on if you have a U-shape or a V-shape, you can go into either a toe of bank, into a flow line, or right into a flow line if it's a V-shape. Then you're going to mirror that on the back end as well, again going to that top of bank and the natural ground coming through it. However, you're going to have some undulation in the middle there that you're going to probably end up missing, as well as you're relying to find those grade breaks with the human eye, looking at ground level rather than having the ability to truly cross-section it and see where the grade breaks are happening at. Traversing around, if you want a really dense traverse or a cross-section grid, you could be looking at about a 50-foot interval. Some goes to 100 to 200, depending on what the requirements might be, and also depending on what the curvature of the creek is doing in the middle there. However, each traverse will take you some time to do it, and then try to figure out how much data you're missing in the middle. Over the course of one small section, the amount of error in the data you have could be minimal, but you can stretch out over the course of a 1 mile long river, a 2 mile long river, and you start to compound that bit of information. And now a little bit of water becomes a lot of extra water. Then you can also go into the idea of using a terrestrial scanner. Instead of using a total station with shooting a single point, we can still put that scanner on a tripod in the creek and get a very nice dense 3D model. However, you're still going to go through, have to traverse through the entire project, maintaining line of sight of something that you want to collect data on. This can still be, yes, more data. However, the time it takes to traverse through a creek will still start to compound the longer you have to go about doing it. So typically a site of this nature, we'd get a 2-man crew. They'd have roughly 3 to 5 days to come through, traverse through the creek, getting us all the data we could get. And then at that point, you're bringing the officer another day or 2 days worth of drafting. And hopefully at that point, you have a good information from both the sketches, the notes, and then the data points you get from the traverse to put together a really good creek topo. The ability to get up above that tree canopy and fly over with LiDAR and penetrating down to the ground level and still maintain the accuracies you're getting is a critical part of maintaining all your efficiency while still getting all the data and all the detail that you're trying to maintain throughout the project.
Look at all those points.
When you get a sensor like the L2 up in the air above the trees, it's going to greatly improve your penetration through the canopy. We're sending out with the L2 about 1.2 million points per second. So we're seeing great improvements on efficiency versus traditional ways of scanning.
The L1 was that LiDAR sensor for a while. The L2 coming in though, the IMU not needing to warm up has been a great thing for us. Allows just a lot more efficiency with the crews. They can get in, get the drone set up, get it up in the air. It just saves you all that time. Having the smaller laser getting through gives a lot more penetration down to ground level. You can really punch through those tree canopies, getting through the underbrush, getting down to ground level, giving you a really good picture of what's going on beneath. We can now start to eliminate those trees from the view and just see what we really care about, which is that ground level of the point cloud. A good way to visualize that is we'll run a distance from plane, which helps us find the highs and the lows. And now if you come in and look in, you're able to tell where the high areas here represented by the reds, dropping down into the greens, and then you're finding that really nice defined blue section there. That's going to be our creek running all the way through this property. And we do maintain a really good definition. You see a really nice blue line, a defined area running through, showing where that water's coming through. And also you can see where we have a less but still defined drainage area. So you have that nice top of bank showing here, going into a flood area, and then finally pouring into the creek as it runs away. Kind of growing through the process here with DJI and all their products, starting with the Phantom 3 for us, going through the Phantom 4, Phantom 4 RTK, Matrice 600, Matrice 300, Matrice 350 now, going through everything from the L2, the L1, and everything going back with the Phantom series here. It's been really fun to work with them. They've been a great product. The integration's been top-notch. Customer service has been phenomenal with them. The drones are very reliable for us. We're really excited to see what the future comes with them. We're looking forward to integrating a lot of their products into our future workflows.